Hello, this is Mark Shields, and first of all, I ask you to bear with me because I'm definitely new with creating these videos. But I had something that I came across recently that I thought I wanted to put out there and see if I could find some more out about. Firstly, I'll introduce you to this little book I found. You'll notice that there's a little $3 sticker that I believe probably would put this in with some books that we're going to sell and wound up not getting rid of it. I was going to sell it apparently for $3. It's a little sort of travel guide to Edinburgh, Scotland. And from a series called Rambles in England. And it mentions that the contains reproductions of watercolor paintings by E.W. Hazelhurst, if I'm saying that correctly. And the interesting thing is that this book was purchased by my dad in 1945 when he was serving in the Army Air Corps in Edinburgh, Scotland. Or, actually in, not Edinburgh. It was actually, he was commanding an U.S. airfield in Prestwick, Scotland, and had traveled to Edinburgh. And he actually, on the inner page, it shows his signature and a little note that reads, I visited Edinburgh and saw every one of the places illustrated in this book. John J. Shields, First Lieutenant AC, which I believe is Air Corps, November 1943. Thing is, on the inside of the little coverlet, it says printed in Great Britain. And if I take off the cover, there's just not very much else about the printing of this little book. It says Blackie and Son Limited, London and Glasgow, and there's the first of the little color watercolor prints showing Princess Street up to the Castle of Edinburgh. That caption is Princess Street from Calton Hill. And then on the inner page, list of illustrations and some of the other publications that were put out in the series, I guess is what it's saying. But below, it says Blackie and Son Limited, 50 Old Bailey, London, and 17 Stanhope Street, Glasgow. And then there's an address in Bombay, and Blackie and Son, Canada, Toronto. Printed in Great Britain by Blackie and Son Limited, Glasgow. And but the odd thing that has struck me is that I don't see any print dates. And was a little bit, I'm a little bit perplexed about, who was really responsible for printing and selling this little book. There's another one of the watercolor prints St. Giles Cathedral. This one is labeled High Street. And I'm sure this is not really doing them justice, but they're beautiful little watercolors, and that grabbed my attention because my mom had done some extensive watercolor paintings as she retired from being a mom and wife and housekeeper, and this painting up behind me is one of hers. And I say accomplished because she wound up selling a number of watercolor paintings to friends and collectors in the local area where she lived for upwards of $800-900. And so the watercolors always catch my eye. Here's another one of Hollywood Palace. And you know, they're just appealing little paintings of landscape and city attractions in Edinburgh, Scotland. This is, says, in Whitehorse Close. Little portrayal of a little courtyard leading up to an apartment. Whitehorse Close. And but it's a little sort of travel guide that talks a lot about the sights to be seen in Edinburgh. And so my question is, if anybody sees this little video and has information about this particular book or any others of the series that are similar, and what it might, you know, what they might be worth, I'd appreciate some feedback. All right, thank you.